you work it, back it up. Bend it, back it up. But when you work it, back it.
What's up, everybody? You already know it's Sunday, so we're here for the Waifu Views podcast, giving you everything fandom with a beautiful side of waifu. Yeah, I totally did that different, didn't I? the countdown song threw me off, y'all. I was like,
all over.
Where did the music come from? I'm like, what is this? But anyways, we're here on another Sunday. If you're a little confused by the description of this episode, this was an episode that we had planned during Women's History Month, which is actually last month. And unfortunately, the waifus we've been fighting for our lives, y'all. We've been fighting for our lives. And so we were unable to do that show. So we still wanted to do it today because everybody deserves to know a whole lot about female anime characters. They don't always get a lot of attention because they're not always main characters unless you're in specific genres. So we wanted to shine light on all the ladies in anime. And so we came up with a little superlatives list. If you've been a viewer of the show before, you know that we've done something like this for anime overall, if I recall, or was it men? I feel like maybe it was men. Maybe
I think it was overall.
Yeah.
But you know, my limited selection of women, mine was mostly men anyway.
I think we did a men's one though. I think we did one for Men's Health Week. But yeah, so we have a couple of different things like best MC, best waifu, of course, stuff like that. So everybody, let them know who you are. You know.
Hello. On Facebook, it will be the government, you know, Aisha Morgan. Everywhere else, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, that thing formerly known as Twitter, it'll be sunkissed_waifu.
And I am the artist formerly known as, I don't know why it says waifu only, but I just noticed that. I am a Shar of Honey. I go by Honey Shar. You can find me at a Shar of Honey on all platforms. That's Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. A Shar of Honey, like a jar of honey, only sweeter.
And I'm your girl, Ebony Moonbeam. You can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on all social media platforms as well. You know, cosplayer, anime shit talker, and one of the 3 beautiful waifus on this show, you know? So, how's everyone's Sunday going before we get up into this?
It's hot.
That part.
Right.
I have to be honest. It is hot.
It is very hot. I currently have a fan on my neck. I don't know what's happening. Are we going through menopause?
It is turning to summer, y'all. Relax.
Way too early for that.
I got a couple of years, okay?
No, we got more than a couple of years. Don't no. We are not old. We are beautiful young ladies. We're a cool 25. A cool 25.
Easy. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm so glad to see you. Have you missed us? We've missed you. Daquan.
Over there laughing at us.
Not the queen. Daquan. Okay. So let's just move some stuff around because we are going to get into our anime superlatives. And we're going to move us to the side.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. All right. So this is going to be a quick show because we only pulled a handful. This typically, based off of what everybody chose, this is not going to be as chaotic as the last superlatives episodes that we did. Finally saying my name right. Life is good. I knew your name. I promise I did. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
At least we cared enough to ask you.
Yes, we did. Because you were always here. You're probably our most loyal viewer. So we appreciate you so much. We really do. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to do? What's first up? Because of course we got to save waifu for last. Because for the waifus. Let's start with something fun, right? Let's start with the funniest. So, so I'll go first. I chose Chika Fujiwara from Kaguya-sama Love is War. She's hilarious. She has created a viral dance. You know, it's so funny because the show in itself is funny, but she stands out above the rest, in my opinion. I think I want to say that there was another person that I considered putting as the funniest. Yeah, I almost did Usagi from Sailor Moon, but I was gonna use her for something else. So I was like, you know what, let's shine light on Chica. So that's why I chose her. Anybody want to tell theirs?
I picked Anya Forger because she is the comedic relief, I feel like, in Spy Family. She's just so awkward and funny, and just the realization of like when she can read people's minds and they say something in the way she acts afterwards.
Yeah,
she's hilarious. So yeah, that's why I picked her.
She is pure comedy.
I
almost picked her, but I felt like she was a given, and I really wanted to try this time for us to have different people, because I think the last time a lot of us chose a lot of the same people because we do watch a lot of the same shows and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Everyone knows Anya's funny. Let me pull something deep out of the bag. And it was hard because she's hilarious. She's hilarious. Like, I love Anya. Bring back Spy Family, please, and thank you.
I still have to watch that.
It's funny. I got a big poster of Anya like right in front of me right now.
Oh, in this outfit?
Yeah.
In the same outfit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so cute.
Nice. So,
all right.
My special pick was Maka. I'm not about to butcher her last name. Y'all see it. From Kill la Kill. This is she? Can we call her a teenager? This girl is off the wall, like unhinged, hilarious. Just on her interactions alone. And she'll be like, yeah, I got your back. And then the minute they gave her a little bit of power, she was like, oh, by the way, I'm that girl. I was like, ooh, girl. So the way she was just unhinged and bouncing off the walls like the entire show, I had to choose her.
I haven't seen Kill la Kill in so long. I didn't even think about her, but I agree with Daquan that every friend group needs a Mako in their lives. Who would you think is the Mako in our group?
That's hard to say.
Why?
Because we're all unhinged in our own ways.
Very much so.
Char's more low-key with hers. You are just blatantly unhinged. And then I'm unhinged adjacent.
Adjacent. Crazy. I actually think you're more unhinged than me. But
never.
See, did you hear that? That didn't even sound, she couldn't even convince herself of that. But alrighty. Says we like Spy Family in this house. Good. I'm so glad. As you should, my guy. As you should. All right. Let's do something like best sword wielder. Huh?
Ooh.
So we got on here a couple of different things. There are 2 sabers on here, and I'll tell you why my saber looks different than Char's saber. So Char, tell me why you chose saber from the Fate series.
She's just that girl. Of all the sword wielders, it's her. There's really no other explanation. You have a lot of sword wielders in anime. You have an even shorter amount of women sword wielders that are like top tier, and she is top.
She is. So y'all know based off of the show, why are we echoing? Are we good? Okay. So I am biased to Urza. Yes, so I typically am too. And y'all know I'm a fairy tale Negro. I rock for fairy tale real hard. But the way I rock for the Fate series is unmatched.
Even
I'm
harder.
always trying to get people into the Fate series. I love it. I love Saber. It was very hard for me to choose, but then I remember that I just recently put someone on like the Saber altar fight with was it Berserker? And I was like, oh, this is such a good fight. This is so good. And so I was like, okay, when was the last time I showed off an Urza fight? But how many times have I showed off a Saber fight? So I chose Saber, and that's why she's in the altar armor, because this is a different version of her, even though it is still Saber Artoria. So that's why I chose her.
That's dope. That's dope that y'all both chose Saber. And I had to go with Urza, of course. Because baby girl is not only a wonderful sword wielder, but the armor that goes with it is always fine.
It is. It is. And we are definitely going to talk about that more right here with Best Drip. Okay.
Ooh.
So Best Drip, it's Fairy Tail up and through here. One thing I can say is Fairy Tail does costume changes well. I will say that. I chose Urza Scarlet, and so did Char from Fairy Tail. And I posted 2 different photos just to show how many different looks she does have. She has about, if I recall, about 12 different armors, and they're all, as long as y'all know, Urza is the weakest.
Of course, Otis. I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
All right. I don't know if I would say she's the weakest, but I would definitely say that I believe that she's weaker than Saber. I'll go with that. But yeah, so this is one of her. These are 2 of her different armors, and you see she's a baddie in both. And then Ace chose Fairy Tail's Lucy Heartfilia, and I want you to tell me why. Because the girl wears a crop top and a skirt.
With no, because she dresses cute and fire even outside of battle. Before she even linked up with Fairy Tail, she had her cute fits and was rocking it from head to toe.
I can agree with that. I was going to pick Lucy. I was going to pick Lucy, but I just felt Urza's drip was a little drippier. But I agree with you. Lucy was close.
So I don't. You know what? I'm really just being biased at this point, because y'all know Lucy gets on my effing nerves. She was one of those main girls that really annoyed me for whatever reason. Even though she's super powerful, she has freaking like spirit magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, girl. She was giving very much Sakura, and it was pissing me off.
Ooh,
that's what it was giving.
That's a huge compare.
Yeah, it was giving Sakura. You are very powerful, yet you are useless.
Ouch.
Majority of the show. You stop being useless like later seasons. Like, okay. So I'm a little biased there, but I do love Lucy's fit. I may or may not have wanted to cosplay Lucy before, so I ain't gonna give her too much. Urza got too much drip. You can pick whatever, and it's A+. I agree. Okay, my dog wants some love right now. Hell no, Sakura just straight unclean toilet water. I'm not gonna do that. She is the strongest Kunoichi. We're not gonna do that. Lucy be screaming too damn much. That's it. There it is. That is the thing that got on my nerves. It got on my nerves. Super powerful just to be a damsel every arc. Thank you. That is my issue. That is my main issue with her. She get on my nerves. She gets on my nerves. She's like my least favorite character in all of Fairy Tail.
I mean,
all them damn side characters. Only thing I like, and I love her power, but you know, but
if we're going for strong, like super powerful, but damsel in distress, I wouldn't think of Lucy. I would think of Noelle.
I disagree, because Noelle does put in the fight. It does try and work. It's just she couldn't control her powers for a long time. Lucy knew what her power was and what she could do.
You can't control it.
I still feel like Lucy's worse than Noelle. I feel like Noelle does try. Like Noelle don't just sit there and be like, "Oh my God, Asta, please save me." Like, y'all remember we watched Sword of the Wizard King, okay? Lucy, I mean, fucking Noelle got thrown to the side. Her magic was taken. Don't disrespect Sakura comparing her to anyone on. You know what? What you're gonna do is put F for fairy tale. You're gonna put a little bit respect on that, Mr. East. And like I said, Sakura was useless until Shippuden. Tell me I'm lying. Sundede said, and what's wild about Lucy, her ability is amazing and explored well. Her character just makes it pointless. She really should be top 3. You are not freaking wrong. You are not wrong. I'm loving the interaction tonight.
Absolutely.
Loving it. Oh, I've missed talking about anime. Okay. All right. Let's go with best magic users. Who wants to go first?
I'll kick it off. I don't mind.
Okay.
So of course, I chose the baddie from Seven Deadly Sins, Merlin. I think Merlin is a wonderful magic user, like super dope. And I honestly haven't seen Furin and Sailor Moon's dope. But yeah, the first person I could think of as soon as I thought of best magic user was Merlin.
Okay. Sorry. Why'd you choose free run? Outside of it being free run.
She's the strongest magic user to me alive. Yeah, she just she just is. There's not really much I can say about it, but if you haven't watched Furin, you should, and she's amazing.
It's on my list. I'm
she's
slow.
The best.
Yeah, I'm real slow. That's literally the next thing I'm watching.
I'm not gonna tell that lie.
No, that's not even a lie for me. That is the next thing I'm watching. I just had to prepare myself because I know the beginning is slow. So I had to prepare myself to be in like
story building.
Slow stage. Yeah.
Story building.
I'm here for story building. You know me. I like a good slow burn, but I gotta be in the headspace for a slow burn.
Is it
or my ass is gonna be asleep?
Than Records of Ragnarok.
Is it what?
I said, is it slower than Record of Ragnarok?
I think that's a hard comparison.
Yeah, it is a hard.
That was a really slow burn for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, how bad is that slow burn?
No, I think you'll be able. Like, it's not like a slow burn, but it's just like a slow, like, it's not like, action filled or anything. Astronaut would be stronger, really.
Okay.
Yes. And when we get to me, I'm gonna tell y'all why, but I'm gonna let y'all.
But no, I don't think it's a slow burn. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a good buildup of the story and everything. I don't think it's anything like.
I've heard nothing but great things.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm. I've heard nothing but great things. So, and it looked. Remember when we did the anime that we were excited for when Free Run first came out? We looked at Free Run and we were like, we've heard great things, but this photo, like the cover photo, none of us were like, we're not sure if this is the type of anime that we like getting into. No, it was pretty, but like the way it looked, it almost looked like it would be like an isekai or something, or like high fantasy. I don't know. We had a whole discussion on it. Or maybe you were the one person that was like, yes, I'm definitely going to watch it. I was like, Free Run's on my list because I heard it's great. I was like, and it's highly anticipated. I was like, but I'm going to get to that later.
I mean, yeah, she's just the top mage, She's that girl.
Otis. You're killing me here. It's just garbage. First off, the show is not garbage. No. But I haven't read it, so I don't know the difference. But I do know that it's garbage.
Reading it is much better than watching it. I will agree on that. Reading Ragnarok is better. But don't disrespect my Buddha or nobody on there, okay?
Right. You tripping. All right. Well, I chose Miss Usagi, aka Sailor Moon, aka the Universal Queen, aka will one shot your favorite MC, aka the baddest mother freaking female character to ever live, because we wouldn't even give a shit about female anime characters if it wasn't for Usagi or Serena, depending on which dub or sub you watched. But you already know, like, there are a lot more, just like what Otis said, where he said something about where he said that Frieren is a more versatile mage, but Usagi is astronomically stronger. I feel like there were other magic users that I could use that I felt like were interesting, and they wielded interesting magic and had power and stuff like that. But I just feel like when I hear magic and girl, I think of Usagi. Even though I know that there are magical girls that are up there, you know, but it's like we already know the scaling on Usagi is insane. So though this is best magic user, not most powerful magic user, she's still the queen. Wait. Sundede said, let's slow down, Mooney. She is not one-shotting everybody. Interesting. Who are you referring to, sir? If you would like to debate that, because it cannot be Luffy. I know you're not talking about Luffy.
Oh, why did we have to play? No, wait.
You know that he's a One Piece Negro. That's why I said that. Usagi has literally no hand to hand though.
They got an issue. No,
he taking side shots.
Big Lord Beerus. I'm not even gonna get into that. If you pressure her enough, she's not getting her most powerful abilities off. No hand to hand, but I don't think that you would even Saitama. Please go to bed. It's time for you to exit out of this episode and go to bed. I agree. She doesn't have hands, but guess what? This is all about magic.
That part.
And so as long as she can get her magic off, it's a wrap. And I think y'all gotta remember, like, who is it? There's only so many characters out there that can even get close to Sailor Moon. Like physically close to her. So you're like, if it's hand to hands, like if you press her enough, you got to get to her first. So, but you know, those were our choices. Be sure to put your choices in the comments. We are reading off the comments. I would love to know if you guys agree or disagree with us. And if so, list your character and why, you know? We love you guys. She got hands. I'll give her that. She gonna make a few motherfuckers. Yeah. And talking about Beerus is damn near afraid of Goku now. And let's not forget that Usagi can beat Goku. So I digress. I'm not gonna start a fight today. This is supposed to be a cool, chill show. No, I don't care. Come on. I love Dragon Ball Z just like the next nigga. I literally have Vegeta right here on my bed. I promise you. I have the Majin symbol tattooed on my body. I have Goku doing a spirit bomb on my body as well. You know, like, don't ever get it twisted. I love Dragon Ball, but we're not gonna disrespect the queen. I'm not letting y'all do that. No. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, sir? Why are you like this? You know why I'm like this. It's called passion. It's passion for anime. That's all. Because sometimes people hear me on this show and they really be thinking I'm angry. I'm like, no, but this person is wrong and they need to know it. Okay. Let's see who's up next. Let's do best character development.
Okay. You want to speak on the Boo first, or you want me to speak on Boo first?
Because y'all have the same character.
You can speak on Boo first.
Because, baby, to see how she has grown from the child who was trying to get away from O'Hara, she's become more powerful. I don't want nothing to do with them damn hands she be putting up at all.
I do. I want everything to do with those.
No, because we're talking about Nico Robin that likes to snap, not the one that just squeezes you or holds you in place. I want my back cracked, but not like that.
Yeah, because my back, I was just about to say my back hurt. I could use a little snapper too. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Nah, because she was folding people in half. No, thank you. Just to see how her powers have grown, how she as an archaeologist has grown. She's just phenomenal. I think just seeing her backstory as the devil child and to see how useful she's found her family, like the whole nine, all the trauma to lead up to where she's at now is top tier for me. But then again, I'm a One Piece Negro.
Oh, Otis says best character development out of who? Nami has more for real, for real.
No.
That's what Otis said.
Don't even do that. Yes,
Sorry, you got to rebuttal.
Had the Arlong crew attack her village and she had to rob and steal to pay him off. Her home wasn't nuked. Off rip. Are we really going to do that, Otis?
Diddy said, "Hell no."
Yo.
Okay, I just want to say this real quick. You said feathering from Higurashi. Are you talking about Higurashi when they cry? And I'm gonna be real. I need to rewatch that because I didn't know that they had magic users in there. Am I tripping? You've seen Higurashi when they cry, haven't you, Char?
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna talk to Otis about that later, or comment Otis because I don't remember that.
Assume Day-Day's comment is for Otis, not for me.
Yes, it is for Otis.
Yeah.
So, do you agree with that sentiment, Shar? You got anything else
I
you want to add?
wholeheartedly agree. I agree with Sunkiss. Going from a devil child in her childhood upbringing to a fully integrated part of the Straw Hats, even though I'm not, a One Piece Negro. She she really had a great character development. You can say Nami did. Her development was good as well. But Nico, I feel like that was the biggest of like just seeing like a character go from being that having that much issues as a child and being like looked at a certain way to becoming like more open and confident and all that. That was like perfect.
We saw the moment when she valued her own life and said, I want to live.
Y'all, this I want to live. Like, yo, I literally go through the same thing like every week.
It's true though. Somebody who didn't care about themselves, didn't think they would find their family out in the world alone, being hunted for all across waters and land and all that shit. So you think you're out here by yourself. You think your life has no value. And the people you've met have like led you to this enlightenment where it's like, oh shit, I'm worth something.
Yes.
I want this. I'm gonna fight for it and I want it. Yes, I'm here for it.
To overcome that much trauma and to like kind of find your place, she had a great character development.
She has come a long way.
A real long way.
Robin has okay development. It's more backstory than change over the course of the series. I agree with that.
No, because her backstory made her who she was.
Exactly.
That's how we got to the Robin.
Isn't that development? If you know her backstory.
And no, it is. It is development. But I do think that she has more. I don't know. I chose so I could have went with Nico Robin just because it's the easiest choice, I guess. And also Daquan, he said Jolene from JoJo. I thought about her as well. But I chose Chise from Ancient Magus Bride. If you've seen Ancient Magus Bride, you see that like she had a terrible life. She had a terrible life. Little baby was put into slavery. Then she was sold by some demonic looking creature that claims to be a mage that has decided that he's going to marry her or whatever. And lots of things happen. She loses an arm. Like there's loads of stuff. I think it's a great dark fantasy anime that everybody should check out. Okay, this is for you guys. She wasn't that person when the series started. That's not development. Are you talking about Robin? Or are you talking about Chise? And then Dede said, you can say the same for all the Straw Hats if that's the case. Hey, you don't want my comments on the Straw Hats as a whole. That would take all day.
It sure would.
It would take all day. But yeah, I feel like she's someone that isn't talked about a whole lot unless you're like a part of that. I don't even want to say it's a niche anime because it's really not. It doesn't fall in like niche like JoJo or something like that, but people treat it like a niche anime. So if you ever have a chance to check it out, you should check it out. But I thought that her character development in the in the seasons that we've seen, which I think there's been 2 or 3 episodes? Seasons, Shar, because I know you watch it as well.
Of Ancient Magus Bride.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it is.
I think we're on season 3. Either they just finished season 3 or the next season will be season 3. I think the next season will be season 4, I believe. So yeah, check it out. I put her just to switch it up and to get y'all to look into different anime. Everyone knows about Nico Robin and I Want to Live. And like I said, I literally have that same monologue every week. So, I digress. Next up. Let's go with, we're talking. So that was character development, which is funny because we also had best backstory, which proves that they are 2 different things because all of you guys answered differently than what y'all did for character development. Would you like to explain yourselves? The people want to know.
I want to hear about Shiro first.
Oh, you want to hear about Shiro? Best backstory?
Because I love Dead Man Wonderland. Please.
On her backstory, on like why she is who she is. Hold on, let me give y'all the full breakdown because I wrote it down. Because I ain't even gonna play about it. Hold on. Where to put it? Where did you go?
We love you too. You know we do. Look at that man. He's just preoccupied.
Sorry. So let's first off talk about how she was adopted just to be experimented on. She went through like a shit ton of fucking experiments. Terrible experiments, while also being infected with a mysterious virus that fucked her all the way up. She has to deal with a second personality. She has to deal with coping with all of her suffering. And then she gets to walk around and just watch the torment that is Dead Man Wonderland. So that is why I chose best backstory. You know me, I like dark anime. And I chose someone different than character development because I do believe that backstory and character development are separate. And when I was trying to think of characters that really made me go like, damn, that sucks, Shiro was one of them. And I remember it being Dead Man Wonderland was one of the first dark anime that I watched. RIP to future seasons, I guess. But definitely still worth the watch. Yeah. So that's why I chose Shiro. Why did you guys choose who y'all chose?
You want to go?
I don't hate that, Daquan.
Okay.
Asuna. Sword Art.
So Mio from Dororo. Do you know how messed up life has to be for you to take care of orphans in an abandoned temple? You're trying to provide services to both sides. There's some I'll just say some essay involved. And the reason you get
a lot. I said, what you mean some?
I was trying to keep it like a little like so
basically she prostituted herself for a while, and then sometimes those things did not always end well. And then
Did
before
not.
her demise, she was absolutely SA.
And her demise was due just to then Hyakimaru falling in
Yakimaru.
love with her. That's it.
No, that's not true.
His father had her murdered because he was in love with her. Or am I wrong? Please tell me.
He had her. That probably played a part, but they had her murdered because she was helping Hyakimaru as well as. So when she was doing how she was earning her money and stuff and food for the orphans, she was prostituting herself and giving information to like the father's side or whatever. Then she met Hyakimaru and started helping him, and they found out that she was working both sides. So it may have played a part that he was in love with her, but the main reason that she was working for both sides, they looked at her as a spy and a traitor.
Oh, and the children did not survive. Let's just put that out there.
No,
the children she was taking care of did not survive. So that was a hell of a backstory for me.
What was super sad about that too, because you know me, I love Dororo. She used to sing like a lullaby when she was like having sex with people or whatever to like get through it, especially when she was SA'd and stuff. When it was taken from her, and then like as she's dying. She's singing like, well, actually, the last time she's SA'd, she's singing it, and then her last words to Hyakimaru were some of the lyrics to the nursery rhyme that she sang. So the whole scene was super sad. I tell everybody, if you've never seen Dororo, go watch it. You can find it on Amazon Prime. They remade it because it came out like I think in the 70s or 80s, the first anime or whatever. It is so good. You will not be disappointed. It will be considered probably one of your favorite anime. I assure you of that. You won't watch it and be like, oh, this was trash. Nah. It may not be your favorite anime, but you'll still be like, that's good. It was good.
Yep.
I loved Mio. When I saw that you put her, then I was like, oh yeah, she did have a sad backstory. But I decided not to change. So Char.
Akame. I picked her for best backstory because I feel like she is a very layered character. She went through a lot in her, childhood, from being taken into the Empire to be made an assassin, and like with her sister and all that. She faced a lot of, death, killing. They said she she was cold, like to be like cold-hearted, and then to also like hold in her feelings and everything. You can tell, she went through a lot of trauma and a lot of like that definitely would affect her her personality and the way she kills and the way like she shows emotion and all that. And so I feel like her backstory was really like was one of the best overall backstories of the characters I would have picked. But yeah, I just think she had to deal with a lot, and even like having to hold all that emotion and then crying, you can see that she went through a lot in her past and stuff. So yeah,
I agree. I feel like all of these characters, if you've watched them, will pretty much say that any of these could be up for the running for best backstory because they've been through a lot. And all three of them have gone through like physical and mental torture. So yeah, man. But it's one of the reasons why like we connect to these characters. So I guess thanks for torturing us, Arthurs. We appreciate you.
We're gluttons for punishment.
Yeah, we are. All right. Let's see. Let's do some. Ooh, this was a good one because all of us have something different. Let's go with best gunslinger. And now all of these go hard as fuck. I just want to let you guys know, ladies, we did a great job of choosing characters because literally every one of these characters I had thought is options. And I was just like, nah. So I chose Akame Got Kill. I chose mine from Akame Got Kill. If you've seen Akame Got Kill, you already know. Mine is a sniper, and her weapon is pumpkin, and she has like 3 or 4 different modes to Pumpkin, and outside of, you know, the ending, she did her thing, because I'm not going to spoil. If you haven't seen a comic get killed, I'm not going to spoil that for you. That is an experience. But yeah, she handles business all in a pink frilly skirt and big old pigtails, and she's fire. Her personality, her character type is really cool. She's super sassy. She's aggressive. I love everything about her. And when it comes to shooting, she just don't miss. So that's why I chose mine.
Yes. Okay, I guess I'll go. Estaras Victoria. Oh. Okay, so of course I have a thing for Hellsing Ultimate, whichever one you've watched. I've watched both. Now let's not get it wrong. Like, let's not get it twisted. She was a police officer before him, so she was already a gunslinger to like a little level.
Mm-hmm.
When she became that bitch,
right?
Baby girl. Let's just say you don't never want to be on the other end of that barrel.
No, not at all. And I'm gonna be real. I think the only reason why I didn't choose her is because I feel like some of her powers come from the fact, like, she's so good at shooting because she's a vampire. So I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't choose her.
I feel like her being a vampire enhanced it. But again, she had some knowledge. It was better than just some.
She definitely had knowledge.
So I think it just enhanced what she already knew and what she was already capable of.
Right.
Either way, I wouldn't fuck with her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, I ain't fucking with none of these hoes on here. Especially not Revy, because see, me and Revy, I don't know if I'm gonna try and sleep with her. If we gonna fight, can we do both? Like
all of the
above. Like, you can shoot me, but you owe me after that. Like, she fine, she crazy. Revy was easily the first person I thought of, but I also knew that everybody was gonna think about her. And I'm glad, because I wanted her on this list. I was like, if she ain't on this list, then I'm changing who I choose, because she needs to be on there. So going in.
See, I went through it thinking like everyone was gonna pick Revy, but then I was like, you have to have her, so I just went with it. But with the dual cutlass, you know, guns, she don't miss, okay? And she is just that girl. Outfit on point, hair, she everything, okay? One of the best women gunslingers in all of anime. She has skill, she has precision, she has an attitude.
She got attitude. We love the attitude. That's why we really love her. It's her attitude.
Yeah, she's a great marksman. She's attitude. I'm gonna cosplay that outfit. You know, she's just everything. I think she is the best gunslinger to me as a woman. Yeah.
I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
I can't remember her name, but the servant off Black Butler.
That was one on my list too. She's good.
Yes. And there's a character in something else, and they're like a great sniper.
And with as clumsy as she is, with the glasses and all, but when she goes into sniper mode,
there's another character that's in another show that is like her. Like, they come across like really dorky or like normal and stuff, and then
when it's time to
switch up, they get down. Right? Yeah. When it's time to get down, you're like, damn, like, it's like that. Okay, all right.
No, for real though.
Let me just go over here, because you are dangerous, my friend. Yeah, I loved all these. I think these were great choices. This was probably my favorite one out of everything that that's on this list, because I think that they're all excellent.
Yay.
My girls did good. We did good. Now we did good. Okay. So let's just do the one that it was unanimous, right? You already know which one was unanimous.
The duo?
Best villain.
Oh,
Oh my
Best
girl.
villain is
yes.
absolutely our girl as Death from Akame ga Kill.
Step on
Let
me
me tell you.
anytime.
Let me tell you. I have some. You could tell I was getting annoyed with these things because I have typos on two of them and not the first one, but I digress. I'll fix it in post. Anyways, yeah, as Death. Fine as fuck, bad as fuck, crazy as fuck, sexy as fuck.
Body tea.
Right,
Body tea, hair pretty.
Ice powers, like you can't, like, there's nothing wrong with her. She steps on men. She's my kind of chick,
Mhm.
I love a little gravel, as my girl in Fire Force would say. Just a little gravel.
Princess Hibana.
Yes, Princess Hibana only wishes that she could be as Death.
Oof, yeah. I'd always go for as Death.
Like when she first came on the scene, I was like, I see what this is, and I don't hate it. My first thought was Ed Death too. Yeah, man, it's as Death. We already know
or nothing.
It's Death or nothing.
There's no other.
Like there are probably some characters that had really good plans or like ideas and stuff, but overall, like as Death's presence is like when you speak about like Aizen and Madara and stuff, like overall, regardless if they won or lost, regardless of their motives behind it, like you just couldn't help but like the character. Even when they were doing like really shitty things, you were still like, I still fuck with her though.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's facts.
I feel like that's what a good villain is. A good villain either really, really makes you hate them or really, really makes you support them. Right.
I feel like
you love to hate them.
them.
Yeah. Like where I'm like, oh, you're so bad. I can't wait to see what this dude does next week.
Oh, bad she's good.
Because he is crazy type deal. So yeah. So it was unanimous. We also always have as Death on our favorite waifus list.
You know what?
That girl.
Yeah.
She wasn't a villain. She was just misunderstood.
You may have a point, Otis.
I don't know. I don't know. She killed a bunch of people.
She was very complex. She was very complex. She was very layered. She had a good backstory and everything, but she was a villain. Like you can't. Right. She was a villain.
She was absolutely a villain. Like we're not gonna walk around and be like, as Death did nothing wrong. Like you ain't never heard that shit.
But did she though?
They had to.
What do you mean? She killed multiple people. Multiple people.
We're always gonna try to find a way to like soften the blow.
No, she killed multiple people. What does it say? You saw how corrupt that world was. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna go. I ain't even gonna get into that because if that's the case, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that. If that's the case, Aaron did nothing wrong, which I've always stood by. But I already know you got some. I know you got some words for me, Mr. Otis, about Attack on Titan. And do not put up a comment if he puts what I think he's gonna put. I know what he's gonna put. So he don't put it up. He does not run this show. He does not get nope. We're not putting it up. But if that is the case,
it won't be AOT.
Right. It better say AOT. If not, then not. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Not they had to go. They had to go. Aaron did everything. Okay, he can put that. Aaron did everything to himself and everyone else. He still did nothing wrong. But I digress.
You're not gonna win that battle, Otis. You're not.
No, not as long as I have control of what gets said and what doesn't. If we was in a regular back-to-back, I couldn't shut him up. But he don't run nothing over here. He just gets the comment, and I get to be like, "You're wrong. You're wrong." All right. Let's go with sweetest. Who is the sweetest female anime characters? I want to hear Shar first.
What did I put?
Shoka Nishimiya from A Silent Voice.
As the sweetest?
That's what you put. Unless it got mixed up. Hold on. Because I had to count them because you just put names.
I put it in the order.
Okay, if you put it in the order, then
okay. Okay, yeah.
Shoko.
Okay,
Sorry, I put Shoko. Her name is definitely Shoko.
I picked her because she really was. She was take that logo down. What was I saying? Oh, I picked her because she really was the sweetest character.
Ooh.
You know, she was she was deaf, and she had been through a lot, like very tragic with what you know, people did to her and how they treated her, but she chose to forgive. And like, I don't do that comment right now.
Right.
I'm about to eat him. Once you're done, I'm about to eat him the fuck up.
I feel like she's back there like typing up.
You said I'm back here hyping up. I'm gonna get him in a minute.
No,
I'm
but
gonna
she
get him
really
in a
is
minute.
the sweetest. You know, she's very shy, very you know, kept to herself. She didn't want to anyways, we're not even gonna go there.
The lies you tell.
But yeah, she was the sweetest. She chose to forgive even no matter what she went through and stuff, and she still chose to be, you know, herself and not let that taint her or cause her to be, you know, turn evil or bad or anything. And she really taught other people a lesson through her sweet and kindness. Sweetest is also is crazy.
Ace, no, let's break for
get
a
it
second.
off your chest. Go ahead and get it off your chest.
Let's break for a second. All right. So this is what Mr. Otis said. He said, take that logo down then, because he created this logo for us. Take my Anime for Dummies down then, bro.
Oh my God.
take all our meetings. Take all my input in Exodus, Infinite Exodus out of the way. No, we are not going to do that. You and I are friends. We're not going to turn on each other for that, sir. We're not going to turn on for that. You troll my Facebook every single day or every other day. I feel like you post things on in the blurred page deliberately to trigger me. And on every day I have to question if I'm going to feed into it today. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Because you, my friend, there's nothing worse than a Virgo debating a Virgo. Okay? A Virgo debate. But of course I'm not taking it seriously. You're my mentor. This is my mentor, guys. He's probably one of the biggest supporters of this show. He loves us. He gives us advice. He helps us make our content better. We love you, Otis. But your take on Attack on Titan is absolutely shitty. But I still love you. I chose Toru Honda from Fruits Basket. Toru. I love Toru. All right. Everybody, if you are an anime head and you have not watched Fruit Basket, I do not believe that you're an anime head. Because I feel like everybody, no matter what your favorite type of anime is, and yes, I'm talking to you. I am also talking to you. Everybody should watch Fruits Basket. It is so interesting. It is so cute. It is so funny, but it's also so sad. Like you're going to cry. You're going to laugh. You're going to be mad. You're going to throw some shit. You're going to see really cool, like, zodiac sign characters. Like there's just so much to it. And there's a reason.
What genre is it?
Technically, is it slightly?
What
is it?
No. Because the fact that Char said don't, what genre is it? Huh?
Is it?
That don't take away the fact you should watch it.
Yeah, right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what genre it is. What matters is that it's an excellent anime. There is a reason. There is a complete reason why that they not only made it an anime in 1999, but they decided to reboot it, redo the season, and then do another one. Out to see, geez, Louise, today.
And the title alone over Fruits Basket, that further lets me know as to why I haven't watched it. Thank you.
You know what? You need to broaden your horizons.
I just will not be dipping.
Your whole world cannot be One Piece.
It's not. It's much. Oh, I love it.
Your whole world cannot be One Piece and Black Butler. We got to get out of it. We got to do more.
Sad. Don't do that.
Sorry, it's Black Butler, One Piece, and Apothecary Diaries. I forgot. Which, by the way, is a freaking romance. that you're eating the fuck up.
Oh,
You're eating it up. Are we not waiting for Jinchi and Mao Mao to kiss? Are we or are we not? Are we not waiting for him to put her leg back up like they did 2 episodes ago? Are we or are we not? Okay.
Because
all right.
Ribbit. That's all I can say. Ribbit.
You love a Virgo combo? No, ma'am. I would never dare. They deserve each other. No, we really do not. Virgos do not deserve other Virgos. Unless you're somehow Otis and Felicia. They're like the only Virgo combo I've ever seen to work. But that's because they're the same kind. They're born on the same day. That's why. Not I. Okay.
No.
I'm going to try it because I've never even heard of that. I'm going to be real.
It's actually, it's decent.
It's decent, so it's not better than Fruits Basket.
Would I say that?
Right. Would you say it? Because I'm going to go based off of you because you and I watch a lot of the same stuff.
I think you should watch it. Better?
Nah.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll watch it, but not better. Got it. Got it. All right, H.
Miss Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
She's so pure and so innocent.
She's annoying.
I'm
Sorry.
about to get into it with you. She hasn't been tainted by life. She is the sweetest person. She don't just be going off on people. Just overall a nice girl. I'm not mad at her for that. Even though her man is a demon. But still.
And like 3,000 times her age, but we're not going to get into
her every time she's
we're not going to get into 7 deadly accusations this evening.
No. Don't do that.
We're not going to get into that.
Spiritually, they just keep finding he keeps finding her in each life. We're not going to do that.
I think it's hilarious that people that love Elizabeth and Meliodas and people that love fucking Sesshomaru and all of them, they got such issues with Hisoka, but there is no evidence. But there is evidence throughout the whole anime. There's evidence.
How did I know you were going to make that?
Yo, Elizabeth is feeling A minor energy, but we can hold off on that conversation. No, come back, Otis. We can have that conversation because this hoe isn't she technically 3,000 years old? Then he's 8,257 years old.
Coming back, and she's always named like Elizabeth. So
he's been like in love, but then he was also like, "Yo, we are not gonna act like he didn't just go back and like I'm in love with a baby, and I'm just gonna." Hold on to all of that. And I'm going to watch over her like a fucking creep until she grows boobs. And now I'm going to wrap my arms around her and squeeze her boobs. Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Every time.
Baby touching like that.
I didn't say he was baby touching. I said that he waited. He was a groomer. He fucking waited until she had tits. And then he decided to.
Don't do that.
Excuse me? Excuse me, ma'am. I swear I'm going to when I re-update this show, I'm going to put a clip from them where he like, are you serious? He's like, I'm watching over her. I love her. Like what?
But he's not.
He was waiting for her to get a bit. Girl, bye. You ain't never seen a groomer that like sits and waits like in the distance, but like they're there, but in the distance. Girl, bye. I'm not doing this with you today.
If anything, that's a stalker, not a groomer.
Thank you. 3,000 years and you couldn't find nobody else cheeks to clap. You dig? You dig? You dig?
You know what? This is the one time
they get it.
Argue for love. This is the
I have
one
forgot.
time I will argue for love. If you can find your person each lifetime over. Yo.
Let me Zelme at Keep It 99. No, he was not cursed to find her every time. He went looking for her every time. Every time he came back, he went looking for her. And then sat there and became a part of the same guard that her daddy was running so he could watch over her as a baby.
Because remember,
as a baby,
the demon
knowing that he already wanted to go.
That was their punishment.
Bingo, Otis. Same energy as Tyga and Kylie.
Was not.
I. As a curse. What do you mean as a curse, Lala?
It was.
Hey, Lala.
That was their punishment.
What? What was their punishment specifically? For them to die and be reborn. To die and be reborn. That was their curse.
To keep them away from each other. That's really what they wanted to do.
And he always went and found her. That wasn't a curse. He chose that. Okay. And now your true love's two.
And he's not touching it too. You know what?
All right.
Let's move on to the next category.
All right. All right. We're going to get off 7 deadly accusations right now.
Yo!
That's what we're going to get off right now. Because it's super problematic. And every time Miss Ma'am down there says something about my man, I'm going to remind her of this conversation. He's not, and there's no proof behind that. He's not, and there's no proof of that. Look, imagine searching the planet for an infant when Merlin was right there, which, by the way, is still kind of creepy, but once you find out later on, but
yeah, Merlin
still, he didn't know that, but he did know that Elizabeth was an infant. But I digress, I'm going to let that go.
You could still be in love with the soul and not interact with the individual until they're of age. It is what it is.
He interacted with her. He just didn't fuck her.
He didn't interact with her like that.
Yes, he did.
He did not?
He used to watch over. Yes, he did. He was a part of the Night Guard. He did interact with her. Yes, he did. Go back and rewatch it. He definitely did. Actually, better yet, let's read it because I think they cut some things out. But yes, he did.
Oh, let's read.
There's a scene where he like finds her like crawling around somewhere and stuff, and then they play together. Not cringy at all. Just saying. All right.
Yeah, but people had to hide their butts by your man, but okay.
They got to what?
Hide their butts.
They don't have to hide their butts. Do you know how many times kids say the craziest things? Kids sometimes say the craziest things. Did Hisoka touch an ass? Did Hisoka touch an ass? I don't recall. Did Hisoka turn around and say, walk in front of me so I can watch your ass? I don't recall that either. I do not recall that either. Do you know how many times?
Gone. Do you not recall that either?
You said what? What'd you say? No, I really didn't hear you.
Oh, God. Yeah, that happened.
Because he was turned on by the power. We're not gonna do this because I can go back. No. Because we can get into this today. We can get into this today because I got time. Let me tell you. First and foremost, we are not gonna act because both of y'all watch Food Wars, right? Both of y'all watch Food Wars, correct? Okay. So in anime, because unfortunately or fortunately, the Japanese in anime like to get a little freaky and like to get a little, and so they showcase certain types of pleasure or enjoyment in a version that looks like sexual arousal. Just like in Food Wars, where you're eating that shit up and the bitch has an orgasm. She didn't really sit there and have a fucking orgasm. It's just the way that they showed it in the anime. Okay? I'm about to say messing with Merlin would have been insane. Imagine that child. So what yeah, Rudy's still a problem. But anyways, so if you look at it like that, and we know that he only looks towards people that have strong power. That's all they did was showcase it that way. He's never implied. He's never. You've actually seen him. You've actually seen him hit on fucking Wire Girl from the Spiders. You see him hit on her. Ask her to stay the night. Have dinner with him and stay the night.
Someone of age?
Yes, she's an adult.
Someone of age. Okay.
And she's a woman. Yes. Okay. Add that.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about his obsession with the minors. And even the minors.
No. The obsession isn't with the minors. The minors just happen to have strong power. He has the same obsession for Crollo, which is a grown-ass man. Because I promise you, predators don't pick and choose when they want to be predators. They don't sit here and say, today I want to go after a little boy because I'm a freak, but then tomorrow I'm going to go after a grown-ass woman. They don't do that. That is not even the psychology of a predator.
I mean, if we're going to be honest, there weren't many kids in the show, period. So the two who are the main characters.
Kurapika's a kid.
Kurapika's
a kid.
Characters
Leorio just turned like what, 18? If that?
Well, not a kid.
Okay, Kurapika. Why doesn't he feel that way about Kurapika? Why doesn't he feel that way about the Zodiac girl that joins the spiders? Why doesn't he feel that way about her?
Because pedos have preferences?
Okay. So what's the preference? What's the specific preference? Little boys? Then that goes back to what I said. Then why doesn't he go after Kurapika?
And let's not act like
the intention is to fight them, not hump them. Lala, if you want to come up here, and enjoy this conversation with me, let me know. I will send you the link, babe. Because I know you get it.
Y'all hoes been teaming up on that forever, and I still don't give two fucks. No.
I don't care. I'm not listening to somebody that believes in 7 deadly accusations. I don't care. Hey, Shar, I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to let them argue over there. She is. You see, she's not saying nothing because she knows that even though she may feel that way, she cannot defend the other shit. And that's why she decided that she's just going to stay out of this. See, Aisha should have learned after I said what I said to not get into this. Because what you're not going to do is call one of my characters a freaking pedo with no proof. With no proof. What proof? What proof?
I did not pull this shit out of my own ass.
What?
I didn't pull it out my own ass. They animated this shit. Like, really? You're talking about no proof. Anytime I got to stand in front of somebody and cover my own booty hole, it's a problem.
I'm going to clip the fuck out of this episode.
I don't necessarily have a rebuttal behind hiding your booty from other people as being if you gotta do it every time you see a person, that is a problem. But okay, look at it this way. Let's say we're all sitting at a dinner table or whatever, right? Or whatever. And let's say I'm looking to the side or whatever, and a girl says, "Who are you looking at?" Because she assumes that I'm looking at her. She thinks that I'm looking at her. And I'm looking at my food coming out behind her. I didn't even notice she was there. That doesn't change the fact that she believed that I was looking at her. They're children. I do not believe. You know what? I can't.
You cannot defend this shit.
I can, and I will.
You can't.
I will until he says or touches anybody. There is no proof that he is a pedo outside of the way the creepy anime community decided to animate it. I'm just saying, we're not gonna act like the anime community does not really play up the creepy sexual innuendos in things.
Surpassing creepy innuendos, but okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
Oh, poor Lala.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Tell little Sensei we say hi. Okay. Which one was that? Which one did we just do?
I done forgot.
I did too.
Sweetest.
Okay. Sweetest. Yeah. All right. Let's do best scythe wielder. And it's pretty self-explanatory on why Aish and myself, Sunkissed Waifu and myself, I just talk to her way too much. I never call her Sunkissed Waifu. My bad, no. Sunkissed Waifu and myself chose Maka from Soul Eater. Most people only know of Maka from Soul Eater as probably like the only female scythe wielder that they even know. So, and she's fire. Soul Eater is goated. It's a classic. Let me rephrase that. It's a classic. Or whatever. And then Shar chose Ruby Rose from Ruby. And that question is for you. Do we consider Ruby an anime? Some people don't really think it as one. I believe it didn't start as an anime. I do believe it's an anime now because they've redone it. So once they redid it with like the updated animation style and stuff like that, I do believe that it turned into an anime. Because Ruby was originally like drawn online, right? It was like produced like that, yeah. Similar to like a webtoon or something.
I was gonna pick the same one as y'all, but I thought someone would pick it, so that's why I went with Ruby. I feel like her crescent rose Sith is dope by itself because it can like transform. It transforms to a sniper rifle. And
I know where you're going with that.
Yeah. And I just think she wields it probably as one of the best. Again, I would have probably picked Maka, but I was just going for something different. So,
that's fair.
I appreciate that. And I love her. Just her scythe alone is cool. They really do not use scythes enough in anime, in my opinion. I feel like there should be more scythe wielders, but I could be biased because that is my favorite weapon.
Kill
anything. Yep, kill. But yeah, like there's not a whole lot. Or even if you see them, like you see them really quickly, like they're not like major players in the show.
Right.
Kind of thing, which is unfortunate. Also, Seraph of the End. Scythe users up and through there. Type deal. Also, by the way, Otis put this up. I meant to say this, not just an anime. You know about the Rurouni Kenshin writer? Yes, we do. Playing up the creepy sexual stuff. Yeah. That's why they were boycotting the remake at first. If y'all didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why. Because he got caught being nasty. Tisk.
You don't say.
Yeah. What is that about?
Just saying.
I swear to God, you're such a fucking asshole.
Thank you.
She's like, see, now she's just being bitchy just for the sake of being bitchy. Because what I said had everything to do with the writer. I don't even know what that response was directed towards. I feel like she just wanted to be sassy for the sake of being sassy. Is that what that is? Okay. Let's finish this show before you piss me off. Good evening, ladies. Hello, Writer Gamer 87. Hope you're having a great day. Don't mind us. We're just three passionate waifus fighting to the death live on air.
And one of them is smart enough to stay out of it.
I'm the referee. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Shar's passionate, but she knows when to just, y'all have at it.
Let's do best deuterogonist, which if you guys do not know what a deuterogonist is, it is basically like the next most important character. So when you have Goku, Vegeta is the deuterogonist. When you have Hunter x Hunter, Gon is the MC, Killua is the deuterogonist, that kind of thing. So let's hear yours first, Aish.
I feel like she is best female deuteragonist just because she was important and like towards the end they needed her to get to Eren, but she pissed me off. That ending pissed me off.
That's because you don't love, so you don't appreciate kissing your lover one last time.
No. I can understand that if she did that before she decapitated that nigga. Don't play with me about that. That was some. Are you serious?
Nah.
I'm gonna chop your head off and then make out with it. Bye.
She didn't make out. She gave it one last kiss, and I'm giving my man one last kiss too. If I gotta take you out and I still love you. Do you know how many people kill their lovers and be like, but I still love you? Yeah.
I love you. And then once your head is off, that's the end of that story. I'm not putting my lips on you.
Nah, your whole body belongs to me now. Sorry.
I'll keep it in a case somewhere. I'm not kissing it.
Wait, you would keep a head in a case over just kissing it goodbye? I'm so done.
Putting my physical body on another dead body.
I'm not taking after I done cut his head off, putting it in a case and keeping it on my shelf.
I'm literally not going to do that. That was just an example of what I would rather do than put my lips on it.
I wouldn't rather do that. The body wasn't even cold yet. Like, I can understand if it was like a corpse that had been sitting there for like a couple of hours. Like, it had literally just happened.
Yeah.
I gotta do this first. I gotta do this first before you kill me. I gotta take your head off first before you kill the rest of the world. But
if
I still love you.
Your head and spin around in a circle with no body attachment, that's an issue. If I can hold your face and want to kiss you lovingly, and there's nothing else there, it's an issue.
That's love.
Bitch, no.
Right.
No.
That's love.
Both of y'all are twisted. I'm leaving.
No, you just need real love. You just need true real love, and then you're gonna appreciate it. That's gonna be the day. Shar, you and I, let's get to the dating apps. We gonna find somebody that's gonna fall in love with her to the point where when I be like, you should watch this romance anime, she gonna be like, you know what? I think I'll check it out.
When I tell you about to get somebody's feelings real hurt.
Nope, I'm about to put you on there. I'm gonna use some of your cosplay photos and everything. How we go from 7 deadly accusations to necro? Hey.
A wild ride.
That part.
It happens.
I should not have drank anything today.
I was gonna say something. I was like, I cannot say that on the internet. All right. Char.
Yes. Okay. Nezuko. She is the
deuteragonist.
I know my words. I'm just deuteragonist. Again, it's been a weekend. No, I'm here.
This reminds me of that one episode where Char was just like sitting in her seat like this or whatever, like sipping directly out of a Crown Royal bottle. She was like, and it had a straw in it, and she was just like, and then she would laugh, and then she would get up. That was what, a Halloween episode? That shit was so funny.
Real alcoholic right now. Chill.
No, it was just one of them days. Like none of us. Well, I was about to lie and say none of us really drink. Aisha drinks. Char has her days, and then I'm sober now. But I was a recovering alcoholic, so I got down with the best of them. So it was just one of them days. And don't ever think that I come here. I may not be on alcohol, but I be on some shit sometimes when I come up in here. So you're not the only one. You drink, girl. You drink? Is that what you just said? You drink?
Who?
I got toasted off 1/2 a glass of wine.
Ma'am, no. We're not going to do that either because that only happened just recently after the shit that you just went through. So let's not do that because before then, you were sipping directly out of 1,800 bottles, ma'am.
Bottle this big, and I didn't get them often, so let's not do that either.
I didn't say you were an alcoholic.
You're
an alcoholic, bro.
We are telling you, y'all is telling a little too much.
No, she acted like I called her an alcoholic. I didn't call her no alcoholic. I said,
I don't drink like that. If anything,
so Nezuko.
She just want to argue today. All I said was all of us have our moments where we've sipped on this show. I've said my reason why I didn't sip on this show, but I've done other things like smoke or whatever, a gummy type shit. That's all I was saying.
You said you called me an alcoholic, though. You were just like, oh, Asia drinks. I'm like, well,
I'm
not
telling
really,
you.
sure.
I named all of us. I said Asia drinks. I said Char drinks, but rarely, like when she does. I said rarely. I said out of all three of us, you would even say that you drink more than both of us. But I'm not saying that you drink a lot. You only drink more than me because I don't drink at all anymore.
There's that.
That's it.
Right.
Oh my God. When I tell y'all, viewers, I am going to send the nastiest fucking voice message to Aisha. You know what? I'm going to just mute and I'm going to send it right now so y'all can see me do it.
That's okay, because I'm just going to record it and post it for y'all anyway.
That's fine. Go on, Shar. Go on and get Nezuko.
Okay, so Nezuko. She is the deuteragonist of I'm talking, but I am watching this phone call. So
I'm waiting for this message to come through.
She is a vital part of the Demon Slayer anime. She's a vital part of the Demon Slayer anime. Without her, it would not have catapulted Tanjiro to do what he did and become what he was. See, but yeah, she is a vital part of why Tanjiro went the way he did, and especially in her demon form.
Are you really doing it while Shar is talking? Really? You couldn't wait until she was done?
Listen,
everybody's. I feel like we're all on. No, go on and get it off. Go on and get it off.
I couldn't wait. Lord. It was a first-hand reaction with the audience. We were both hearing it for the first time.
But yeah, she was significant to. We will. This one will have to be edited out in a lot of areas.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Will it though? I don't know. I think people love our. I think people love our openness. You know.
But
our openness and our banter.
Y'all got it. But yeah. That's it.
Okay. And I chose Dororo from Dororo. Fun fact, she is the titular character, but she is not the main character. The main character is Hyakimaru. And I chose Dororo. I almost chose Mikasa because you know how I feel about Bae or whatever. Y'all know how I feel about Attack on Titan. So I almost chose her. And then I happened to remember about Dororo. And I just feel like she's so interesting. She has a story all her own. She has her own backstory. She has her own like character development. She's a major supporter of Hyakimaru. Like the show literally is her following Hyakimaru around, helping him get his appendages and everything else back. And yeah, like the growth. She is the reason why I want to see season 2. Like I want a season 2 because I want to see what happens next. Like obviously Hyakimaru too, but I want to see what's going to happen next with her. So yeah, you may not know that she's a girl because most of the show you think she's a boy, but she is indeed a girl, which is why she's on this list. And that is it for Deuteragonist. And we're gonna run through these next ones because we've been going at it.
Yeah, we got sidetracked.
We still got 3 more, but these are gonna be the easiest ones. So we're gonna go skip over to best duo. And I put both of these up here because I'm pretty sure H hasn't seen High Rise Invasion, right? But Shar and I have, and we both had these 2 duos on there, and all of us had Nami and Nico. So we have Nami and Nico from One Piece. It's pretty self-explanatory if you've seen them together in the show. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like I don't know how to. They support each other. They help each other in shitty situations. They're besties. And Mayuko and Yuri from High Rise Invasion, which I want to say that came out in like 2020. It came out around the time of the pandemic. I remember that. Which is probably why a lot of people haven't even heard of it, honestly. It's a sleeper anime. It came out, it was good, and then you never heard about it again because they didn't give you a season 2 like they were supposed to, like most anime that came out during the pandemic. But it is still a great watch. Maiko and Yuri have very different personalities. They meet in this really shitty situation where they're basically in a death game, and they have two complete different personalities. They get to know each other. One of them saves the other, even though they both don't really like each other, and they become friends, and they start supporting each other. And so that is why both of these characters, Mayuko and Yuri from High Rise Invasion, and Nami and Nico Robin from One Piece, are the best duos. Congratulations, ladies. Yeah, because I don't have any clapping noises. All right, these are the last two. We're going to do this first. Best MC. Since Shar is solo with this one, I'm going to let her go first.
It's simple. It's Sailor Moon. It is the start of pretty much everything. It's the start of everything. Sailor Moon is that girl. I could see Mao Mao. I love Apothecary Diaries. She's probably my favorite MC right now. Yeah. But overall, I gotta give it to Usagi.
So mine was going to be Usagi as well. The only reason I put Mao Mao is because she is my favorite currently. I love Mao Mao currently. I think she is the best MC out there right now, female wise, and over some of the men. I'm gonna be real. Usagi does body Goku. I agree. That is a fact. That is a fact. Check the scaling, you know. But yes, so that's why I chose Mao Mao. She's one of my favorite characters. I love everything about her, which is rare for me to find in MCs because typically my favorite character in an anime is not the MC. It's usually one of the side characters or even the villain. So the fact that she's not only my favorite character in the anime, but it's one of the shows that I am like, oh, what day is it? Let me go watch it because I love her so much. But Usagi was the beginning of most of our anime journeys as women. Not everybody, but a lot of us. And she can't really do much wrong. She is a crybaby. She is a big crybaby, but she's that girl. And so is Mao Mao. All right, Aish.
Sent me.
Yeah. I thought she was looking at something, so I clicked on the comments.
Like, wait a minute.
I thought she was reading something because I'm like, I know it's not up for debate if she's a crybaby.
I caught something at the end, so it took me a while to process. I told y'all, I'm here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Aish, what's your reasoning?
Oh, knowledgeable, funny, witty, pretty, hands-on, not afraid to get dirty. Like, I love everything about her.
I agree.
And her obsession with medicine. That's
and
hilarious.
Poisons, everything. She reminds me of like someone that you want to be like, and then she'll show you a side of her, and she's like, "Oh, she's just like me."
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I love her. I feel like everybody can watch her and find a little bit of themselves in her in some form or fashion. And I like the way that she looks at the world around her. She's not necessarily pessimistic, but she's also not naive.
A realist.
Yep, she's a straight realist, and I respect that. All righty. This is our last one, and it's going to be a quick one because we have done it on the show plenty of times. As waifus, you know, we talk about waifus a lot. And the final category is best waifu. And these are and these have never changed. Well, mine changed when I met Mary Leona. Before it was Esdeath, and then it's Mary Leona. Because it was Esdeath, Yoruichi, and then I met Mary Leona, and then she skipped them all. So Mary Leona from Black Clover is who I chose. Mary Leona Vermilion, she is the shit. She is crazy. She is stupid powerful. She is fun. She is super interesting. You can tell that there's so much more to her that we haven't even seen. I can't wait to see everything that she has to offer. She's funny. She is, I like bossy characters. I like aggressive characters. I like characters that don't give a shit. I like and she backs up everything that she claims that she does. So I fuck with her the long way. That is my girl. That's my girl right there.
Oh my god.
Oh, let me see what the hell they say. Go to Luigi for the win. Yes.
I did put that.
Face pretty, hair pretty, body T.
Mm-hmm.
That's Yorichi. And she's just, you know,
See?
That's
she
right.
ethnic. She, you know, she my girl.
She is that girl. I don't know what he was saying she was right about, so that's why I didn't put him up there.
No. I have
Oh,
put
not
the
that there is
question
a
up
right
there.
answer.
It's about the waifus. He put that up for the waifus.
So he said I'm right, but there's not a right answer, but she is right.
Yeah. So he's trying to play fair because we know how he likes to sit on the fence. But he's saying Richie is good.
But yeah, I would have also did like, you know, as if or something, but because I picked her for something else, I was just trying to be different. I would have picked Bunny Hero or something like that too, but Yorichi is that girl.
Miracle. All right. It's on you.
It's on me. Oh, my first waifu. That's what this goes back to. My first waifu. Oh, I love you, Hinata. I'm mad they kind of downsized on the boobs, but overall, yeah, the way they did her in Boruto is disgusting.
That's what you get for watching Boruto.
Let's be clear. I do not actively watch Boruto. I have caught pieces of it,
Okay.
and that's it. She's still a baddie. Love the long hair. She's sweet. She's quiet until you fuck with her or the people she loves, and then she's a writer for real. Love her to death.
I love Hinata as well. Hinata was probably one of my first waifus as well, honestly. But you know I'm a Bleach Negro, so I instantly gravitated towards Yororichi once I watched Bleach. Actually, I watched Bleach first, so it was Yororichi. Then it was Hinata. Now that I think about it, but yeah, and y'all know me, like I could literally choose Yororichi or his death, but y'all gonna put some respect on Mary Leona, so I basically just force everyone to take her in, which is why I keep putting her on this list. So, everybody,
Hey,
what?
sorry. Honorable mention. There's this. If you guys watched the anime Moonrise that just came out.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw it on my thing.
There is a chick on there that blows everybody out the water, and she is so fine, so strong, so powerful that she would be my honorary waifu.
No, Sakura, you know her baby daddy ran off with the son of his best friend, and now he's stuck in a tree. Already.
Well,
well,
okay, Lau, we see you.
What happened?
That's
yes. Urs is in the top 10 easily for me. It's definitely in the top 10. So, but that was our show, everybody. We wanted to shine light on the ladies for Women's History Month last month, but unfortunately, you know, I had to get moved back. But it's never too late to appreciate a female anime character. They're awesome. They got really great backstories, as we've discussed. Great character development. There's some great female villains and MCs. So be sure to be on the lookout for a lot of great anime out there that have really cool women in it, you know, stuff like Freerin and, you know, all the other ones we named today, because now my brain is shut down. But you already know that you can find us on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, on YouTube under Waifu Views podcast, and on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that jazz at Waifu Views. And I am your girl, Ebony Moonbeam. You can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on all social media platforms. Cosplayer, anime shit talker, creator of Anime for Dummies. you'll get cosplay sometime. I'm not gonna say soon, but sometime when I get there. I'm just trying to get back to the show, people. So you're gonna get a bunch of content. We're gonna be doing reviews. You can also find me sometimes on Saturdays for the Make It Make Sense podcast. Unfortunately, that show just keeps airing the same time I am in the middle of something or I have an event to go to. But I will be there. So look out for me sometimes there. And also on Thursdays on the Casual Conversations YouTube channel for the show Casual Conversations, where I am a debaucherous whore and I talk a bunch of crazy nonsense with my other crazy and debaucherous friend, Afro Kami 765, and the fence sitter himself, Zell May, over at Keep It 99.
That person right there.
Yes, this person right here. All right. All right, my beautiful waifus, tell everyone else where they can find you and what you got going on.
All right, good people. So, again, Aisha Morgan, government, on Facebook, Face of the Book. Everywhere else, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. That thing formerly known as Twitter, because I will not call it by that name. It will be sunkissed_waifu. As my lovely Puddin said, you can catch us sometimes on Saturdays for Make It Make Sense, the podcast. I try and appear when I can. Sometimes not every topic is meant for me. But it is what it is, though. We made the intro. Yeah, that's all that matters.
We made the intro. The waifus have infiltrated so many podcasts.
So if you don't see me Saturday, you can for sure see me on Sunday with these beautiful ladies for Waifu Views.
Oh, it's me.
Casual Conversations, that channel.
Yes, I can't see so bad. I thought that said I'm the face sitter. I was like, wait.
That was not.
I ain't mad at it, but wait. We're just telling on ourselves like that, all on the internet.
My vision blurry, y'all. But yeah, I'm Honey Shar. I go by Shar Honey. You can find me at a Shar Honey on all major platforms. My word usage today is abysmal. Okay.
But I love we can't say platforms, but we can say abysmal.
Right.
That's
she's too smart. She's too smart for a platform.
That's the beauty of being tipsy, But no. But I'm Honey Shar. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and any other platforms. I'm a Shar of Honey, like a jar of honey, only sweeter.
Every time.
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us. Like I said, you can catch us next Sunday. We'll be cosplaying soon. We will probably start cosplaying in May, though, around Black Friday. Give everybody some time to get back in the swing of things and stuff like that. So that will probably be our first cosplay of the year. So be on the lookout for that. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe on whatever platform you prefer. Like I said, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. All of us have a Twitch if you want to watch us game. And yeah, love you guys. See you next week.